Maintenance and inspection of fixed CO₂ fire extinguishing systems. In this video, major amendment about hydrostatic testing, how to perform CO₂ cylinder weight check, and hydrostatic testing ISO 18119 methods for CO₂ bottles are explained. In this video, we will discuss the revised guidelines for maintenance and inspection of fixed carbon dioxide fire extinguishing systems, according to MSC Circular 1318, Revision 1. These guidelines ensure that the CO₂ fire suppression system remains reliable and ready for emergency use on board ships. The revised guidelines provide minimum recommended maintenance procedures to ensure that fixed CO₂ fire extinguishing systems are maintained in proper working condition throughout the life of the vessel. Every month, a visual inspection of the entire CO₂ system must be conducted. This ensures that valves, cylinders, and piping are in proper condition and ready for operation. Annual inspections focus on verifying the structural integrity of the system and ensuring that no mechanical damage or obstruction can prevent proper CO₂ discharge. At least every 2 years, the system undergoes detailed inspection, including cylinder weighing and testing of discharge piping to ensure there are no blockages. Every 5 years, the control valves of the system must be internally inspected to ensure reliable activation during emergencies. The revised guideline introduces a major change in the hydrostatic testing regime. The number of cylinders that must undergo testing increases significantly as the system ages. At the 10-year interval, a minimum of 10% of cylinders must undergo hydrostatic testing. If failures occur, the number of cylinders tested must be increased. The revised guideline requires hydrostatic testing of all cylinders that have not been previously tested when the system reaches 20 years of age. After the 20th year anniversary, hydrostatic testing of all cylinders must be carried out every 10 years to ensure structural integrity. To check the CO₂ content, the cylinder is weighed. The tare weight stamped on the cylinder neck is subtracted from the measured weight to determine the actual CO₂ content remaining in the cylinder. Another modern method is ultrasonic liquid level sensing. Ultrasonic gel is applied to the cylinder surface, and the sensor detects the boundary between the liquid CO₂ in vapor phase inside the cylinder. CO₂ cylinders should be tested according to gas cylinders, seamless steel and seamless aluminum alloy gas cylinders in tubes, periodic inspection and testing, ISO 18119, 2018. Hydrostatic testing ensures cylinder structural integrity. Procedure: 1. External visual inspection. 2. Internal inspection of cylinder. 3. Fill cylinder with water, test medium. 4. Apply pressure up to test pressure. 5. Hold pressure minimum 30 seconds. CO₂ cylinders should be tested according to volumetric expansion testing of gas cylinders, Annex D methods, ISO 18119. Methods covered: D.3.2, water jacket, leveling burette method. D.3.3, water jacket, fixed burette method. D.4, non-water jacket method. Water jacket volumetric expansion test. Leveling burette method. A. Fill cylinders with water and attach to water jacket cover. B. Seal cylinder in jacket and fill jacket with water. C. Connect cylinder to pressure line. Adjust burette to 0. Raise pressure to 2/3 of test pressure. Stop pumping and close the hydraulic volumetric expansion test supply valve. Check that burette reading remains constant.
D. Restart pumping and open the hydraulic volumetric expansion test line valve until cylinder test pressure is reached. Close the hydraulic volumetric expansion test valve and stop pumping. E. Lower burette until water level is at 0 mark in burette support. Take a reading of the water level in burette at maximum recorded pressure. This reading is the total expansion and shall be recorded. F. Open hydraulic line drain valve to release pressure from cylinder. Raise burette until water level is at 0 on burette support. Check that pressure is at 0 and that water level is constant. G. Read water level in burette. This reading is the permanent expansion, PE. H. Check that the PE does not exceed the percentage given in the design specification.
Water jacket volumetric expansion test, fixed burette method. The equipment should be installed as shown in figure graph. The procedure for this method of test is similar to that described as leveling burette method, except that the burette is fixed. A. Adjust water level to a datum. Apply pressure until test pressure is reached and record the burette reading. The reading above the datum is the total expansion and shall be recorded on the test certificate. B. Check that the PE does not exceed the percentage given in the design specification. Non-water jacket volumetric expansion test. General. This method consists of measuring the amount of water pumped into the cylinder under proof pressure and, on release of this pressure, measuring the water returned to the burette. It is necessary to allow for the compressibility of water and the volume of the cylinder under test to obtain true volumetric expansion. No fall in pressure is permitted under this test. The water used should be clean and free of dissolved air. Any leakage from the system or the presence of free or dissolved air results in false readings. During the test, the pressure must remain constant, and there must be no visible leakage or permanent deformation. Cylinders that fail the test must be rejected and removed from service.